All right, all right. We are live. I'm going to wait for a few people to come on board. She is Nemia is live just for a hot minute. Just for a hot minute. I'm going to give it just a moment for people to, as I adjust my music. Come on in, come on in. Welcome to She is Nemia. When you check in, if you just let me know that you are checking in the live, go ahead and put something in the chat and let me know that you are here so that I can give you a shout out properly and know that you are here with me joining in on this very brief live. I promise not to be before you long at all. I know it's dark in my background, but this is the way I like it. I like to set the mood. I got my music in the background. I have my adult libations. And I just want to talk a little bit about She Is Nemia because I've been getting questions about what is She Is Nemia and are you switching over your podcast? Are you doing something different from Her Voice podcast featuring Nikki and Missy? And so I just want to give you an opportunity, give folks an opportunity to learn a little bit more about me and She Is Nemia and what to look for from She Is Nemia um, in the months, the days, the months, the weeks, what have you, to come. So as you come on board, just let me know that you are in the chat. I would love to see that you are checking in and let me know that you are here. Let me make sure I can see all of your comments um, here. Okay, I see 11 folks. See 11 folks. Hey, 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 Sora Jackson, I see you. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. All right. Okay, y'all. I don't want to be before you long. As I said I just wanted to share a little bit about She Is Nemia because I am excited about She Is Nemia and a vision that God has given me and what I am looking to do through She Is Nemia. And I thought I would just take an opportunity. If you don't know, I am launching live um, on March 31st, so a week from tomorrow, with a very first edition or episode of High Heels and Lipstick Conversation under the umbrella of She Is Nemia. Now, this is in addition to Her Voice featuring Nikki and Missy podcast. That podcast will continue. She Is Nemia, High Heels and Lipstick Conversation is going to operate a little bit differently. It has a little bit of a different platform, but Her Voice featuring Nikki and Missy is not going anywhere. In fact, you can check us out tomorrow at 7:30 live. We're going to be live here on Instagram. We're going to be live on our YouTube page. So go and look us up, Nikki and Missy, on our YouTube page. And we're going to be live here on Facebook tomorrow. We are celebrating Women's Histories Month, and we are talking about women in the of the movement, women who have just made strides in different arenas, different industries, and now is the time to just really celebrate. There's a lot of history being made. We know that history is being made right before our eyes with Judge Jackson, Katana Jackson, who is just um, so poised and so elegant, and I admire her. And she's standing, sitting before the Senate, which is like a firing squad. And so we're going to talk about her and some of these other ladies who are making history. And so join us tomorrow at 7:30 live here on Facebook. Her Voice, featuring Nikki and Missy podcast is not going anywhere. In fact, you will see bigger and better things from Her Voice featuring Nikki and Missy, the podcast. But She Is Nemia. She Is Nemia is a little bit different. And so Under She Is Nemia is what I call high heels and lipstick conversation. She Is Nemia was a brainchild, an idea of mine, just because if you know me personally, if you have followed me on Facebook, if we're friends on Facebook, you know that I am all about empowerment of women and unity of women. That is not a facade. That is me in real life, and those who are close to me know that. Because we as women, especially Black women, we just go through ish, and we need encouragement. And so She Is Nemia is all about femininity. It's all about women and women's empowerment. And so for me, it's a personal attempt to um, fulfill a purpose for me. And I have some things that I'm working on that I am developing that will come out of She Is Nemia. Um, as this year, some things that I'm not at liberty to talk about yet just yet. But one of those things is high heels and lipstick conversation. So we'll be having conversation topics that are centered around women. Okay. And so when you think of high heels and lipstick conversation, you think of femininity, you think of maturity. Not that we wear high heels and lipstick every day, because trust me, I don't wear this ruby rule every day. Okay. Um, and I don't wear high heels. I definitely don't wear high heels every day. But when we think of high heels and lipstick, it's all about the mindset of women. It's all about evolution. It's all about what we hope to gain, where we hope to arrive as women, and where we hope to go and where we hope to get to as women. We always throw out this term, living our best lives. But what does living our best life really mean for us as women, especially those of us as women who have reached what we would probably typically call middle age, or we're seasoned now, we're kind of out of our 20s, we're maybe climbing out of our 30s, and we're in that middle age realm. What does living our best life really look like for us now that we are in that age group? So those are the women that I am looking to speak to. So we're going to have topics centered around mind, body, and spirit, holistic topics, relationships. Yes, we're going to talk about relationships. Yes, we're going to talk about men. Yes, we'll probably talk about marriage. This is not an opportunity for us to male bash, because that's not what I do. But we can have some frank and honest and real conversations, and we can share our thoughts and opinions and what we feel about certain topics centered around relationships. It's okay to share that. So we're going to talk about some of those things. We're going to talk about self-care. We're going to talk about being healthy, mind, body, and spirit. We're going to talk about living our best life. We're going to talk about spirituality. We're going to talk about getting to that next level. And so that's what high heels and lipstick conversations is all about. It's just about growth. It's about getting to the next level. It is truly about living our best life. And so it's meant to encourage ladies. It's meant to give a sense of hope. And if She Is Nemia, high heels and lipstick conversation is not for you, then it's all good. But I hope that you share it for someone that it may be for. So I just need you to go to that search bar on Facebook, go to Instagram, go to YouTube, go to TikTok, go to all the social media platforms. I'm on Twitter, and I need you to look up and search She Is Nemia and follow me, share me with a friend, because She Is Nemia is coming. High heels and lipstick conversation. We're coming, launching live next week. You get to look and get some insight into my sister circle. We're launching live, and I did this intentionally. I did this during Women's History Month, not just because it's the month of March, not just because I celebrate my birthday all month long in the month of March, but because it is Women's History Month. And it's typically the month that we celebrate all things women. And there's a lot just going on for us during this month of March. And so I thought it would be cool to just start She Is Nemia high heels and lipstick conversation with just taking a glimpse at one, my sister circle, and just talking about friendships and the importance of sister circles and the importance of empowering one another and having a dope ass female circle around you and what that means, and how it's important for us to be united and to encourage one another and empower one another. And so you get to take a glimpse into me, and we call ourselves the GGs. And then I got some other ladies who's going to give some input into what it means to have just a tight, unified sister circle around you, because it's so important. We often hear women say, I don't get along with other females, I don't do females, and all of that other stuff. And if you are one of those ladies, then we want you to change your mindset, because when you are around the right type of women, when you have the right tribe behind you, there is no limits to what you can do. You can feel empowered, you can get to the next level. And so it's okay to have a tight sister circle. And so what that's what you can look for next week, March 31st, 7 p.m., launching live Facebook. You can see me on YouTube. You can follow my page, She Is Nemia, and you'll get an insight. What about your friends? You can get an insight into my sister circle. Some other things that you can look for me this year. I'm starting a blog. So be on the lookout for the launch of that blog. That'll be coming sometime later in the spring, summertime. There'll be some networking and empowerment series that'll be coming to you soon. Some other things that I'm not at liberty to talk about, but we're just going to launch into this thing because we all need it. We all need just that encouragement from one another. And so I want you to let me know if you are right now in the chat, or even once this live ends. Let me know, ladies, what kinds of topics that you want to hear. And we're not going to leave our brothers out, right? So we will have some discussions that are specific to brothers, that may be important to brothers. And if I can convince my husband to come on board, because he low key, he don't do the whole social media Facebook thing, but when we talk about marriage and relationships, I feel compelled to have him to join us one time or another. And so maybe I can convince him a time or two to just pop on, with his gray beard, and give us some insight from a man's perspective or what have you. I think I can do that once or twice or sometime. But if there are some specific topics that you like to hear, or when you think of high heels and lipstick conversation, what comes to mind to you and that you would like us to address on She Is Nemia, I want to hear those topics. Let me know. Let me know what you think thus far. Some of you have already seen the lipstick affirmations that I have been sharing. Those are designed, again, to encourage, to empower, just to put something on your brain to think. And so I want to hear from you all. What do you want to talk about? What topics are important to you, so that it can be impactful? So again, I just need you to go and like and share this video, so that others can know that She Is Nemia is coming, and we're launching live next week, March 31st. Again, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, with What About Your Friends? We're talking about friendships and the importance of sister circles and all that good stuff and all that good stuff. So, yeah. So, that is She Is Nemia. I got a whole lot going on all the time, as I'm told. My mama tell me, you always got something going on. You always involved in something. And she is so right. But I feel very passionate um, about female empowerment. Um, some people may think of it as feminist. I don't think of it in those terms, but I definitely feel very passionate about women living um, in their living their true selves, being healthy, mind, body, and spirit, because there is an alternative. There's so many of us as women that are suffering with unhealthy minds, with unhealthy bodies, and unhealthy spirits. And I just think that if you get around the circle of women that you need, if you are empowered, if you can identify with other women who can say, "Hey, I've been where you've been. I felt like you felt." That we can, we can change those things. So yeah. So She Is Nemia. High heels and lipstick conversations coming to you next week, launching live March 31st. I will check in with you then. I wasn't going to be before you long. I just want you to know that I'm coming to you soon. So I will see you next week. I love you, ladies and guys. I see there's a brother that didn't checked in. And I will see you on next week. Have a good one.